Hey guys, welcome back to the EA Sports FC 24 Stevenage career mode, and pretty much today we will find out whether if we somehow claim ourselves in the playoff spot and potentially getting promoted in the Premier League. I know we are. If we somehow can do it, then we're way ahead of schedule. We're way ahead of the process of the project. Like Mikel Arteta said, there's 5 stages. I'm sure right now we are at stage 2, but if we somehow get into the Premier League, that would be a stage. That would be a stage 3, because right now we're in stage 2 right now. So because second season, we kind of get rid of the dead roots right now, and instead signing quite a lot of young players and allowing them to nurture, allowing them to grow. That's pretty much what we want to do in stage 2. But again, allowing them to grow is only a 2.1. Or signing young players or having young players in the team, that's only 2.1 of the process. But part 1, but 2.2, part 2 of the process, it's where we start to win games. And right now, we're not quite seeing that. At times, we get very frustrated result. We get very frustrating defending, goalkeeping, and also the game in general, which I believe there's a bit of a bug or a little bit scripted in any way possible. And right now, today, pretty much we will find out whether we're going to get promoted or not. If yes, or if we somehow claim ourselves in the playoff spot, there will be another episode in the next episode. But right now, it's all about focusing the last 6 games of the season. And right here, we're playing against Southampton. It looks like they're pretty much getting promoted. I think they're sitting at 2nd or 3rd place right now. But right here, all we have to do is pretty much to try to win the remaining games to allow us to give us the opportunity to do that. And here comes Werner, chests it down a little bit to Lockhart, and he scores the last minute winner. And we have won this game 3-2, which also gives us a bit of an edge to hopefully qualify for a playoff spot. But again, because for the past few episodes we have been getting a little bit shitty results to the point where we have to literally grinding every result possible. As you can see, there's so many teams right there, 5-6 teams going for the top 6 spot. I mean, we're sitting at 10th. It looks bad based on looking at the table itself, but when we look at the point itself, we are actually not far off from playoff spot. We're only 4 points away from Watford, which is, I think, who they are currently, the team sitting at 6 with 64 points, but there are multiple teams, at least 3-4 teams are sitting at 60 points. So what we have to do is to try to win the remainder of the games, and if we can, we might be potentially having ourselves a feast in the in the season, but we really have to wait and see. Right now, second game of today's episode against Coventry. David Washington, as we all know, that David Washington, we signed him on loan from Chelsea, and we all know his contract is coming to an end very, very soon. And in terms of what I really want to do with him with the contract situation, again, I think, of course, if he comes in cheap, we will definitely extend his contract. But at the same time, I mean, he's 73, 74 rated. I mean, you kind of expect him to hit that, 8 to 10 million price tag. And right now, we only have 3 million left to spare, and I really doubt we're gonna be able to sign him on a long-term future, which is again quite sucked in a way. Going back to the game right here, 4-1 out of nowhere, Washington smashed this one. It was a mistake from a Coventry defensive player, and we just kind of took advantage of that. 88 minutes in, we still haven't done with the scoring yet. I mean, Miller with the great finish, or was about to be a great finish, hitting inside the post. And somehow there's a bit of a confusion between the goalkeeper and also the defender right there. Turns out it was counted as an own goal for the goalkeeper. And in the last minute right there, defensive-wise, I don't think we're able to do anything about it. I mean, I think the whole defender was just poor in general, but doesn't matter. We won 5-2, winning back-to-back games, and we still have 4 more games to go in the season. Looking at the table once again, right now, we're 3 points away from achieving that scoreline, or achieving top 6 at least, but we have to make sure that West Brom or Sunderland are going to slip up. At the same time, we're going to make sure teams right above us are able to slip up as well. Right now, third game, QPR right now. I believe they're sitting right below us, or actually way below us right now with 53 points. And pretty much right now, we just have to play the best squad we have, the best team we have out here. 21 minutes in, I have no clue what that clearance is by Seaman. And somehow 22 minutes in, QPR just took advantage of the mistake that I made. And he scored the first goal. I can't complain anything. Later on, 55 minutes in, it was just poor defending. I'm not quite sure what's going on. I'm trying to switch to the nearest player or switch to the player who is closest to any of the players out there. And QPR just punished at 3-0. And later on, look at how bad the defending is, and especially for Monome, who has been giving out away a lot of penalties right now. And I'm scared that he might not be part of the future for the club because defensively he has been, I would say, the horrible one. I mean, if Collins was fit, Collins would definitely play. I would have probably played Van Kooten, but I feel like, you know what, if Monome has to stay or has a chance to stay, he has a higher ceiling than Van Kooten at the moment, so that's why I play him. But at the same time, for the sake of the results, I feel like Van Kooten might be the more experienced one. Later on, 4-0 right here, 86 minutes, and we're down by 4 goals. And pretty much we all know this is a game to forget. I mean, we lost at least 3 games where we pretty much didn't score, and we lost by a big score line. And right now, we kind of dropped back a little bit. Right now, 3 points away from Sunderland as well. But thank God Watford also lost their respective game as well. So we have a long way to go. We still have 3 more games to go. And if we lose one game and the other teams win, and I'm sure the promotion squad, the promotion spot, it's gone. And right now, looking at the Youth Academy report, I think right now this is the season where, or this is the part of the season where calling up any of the youngster, I don't think it's the right way to go at the moment, especially knowing how much shit is going on the other side of gameplay. So signing a few young players here and there, but at the same time, we realize that we have pretty much quite a good, a few young good players are coming or rising through the rank right here. There's a few of them. Goalkeeper Doherty is one of them, 16 euro, 61 rated with the potential 84.90. Tommy Bowman is another one you can see there, 61 rated, 18 euro, playing as a left midfielder. This is a big one. Samuel Hayes from the potential 80 to 94. Striker, 58 rated right now at the moment. It's definitely one to watch for the future. So David Washington, his contract situation right now is complicated. I mean, I can't really do anything. I mean, I don't know what to do with the permanent transfer. Certainly, I don't want to swap anybody for him. Again, eventually he is not our player at the moment, but I don't quite see signing him again next season because, again, he might be very, very expensive. I would rather right now, spend way less to sign a player permanently and allow us to use that player in the next 2 to 3 years. 4th game of today's episode against West Bromwich Albion. We scored the first goal. David Washington is proving us why he should be staying in the club, why I should sign him permanently. Because every time when he get into a scoring position, he always score or at least find a way to score. 60 minutes in, here comes Washington, finding Werner, back to Washington, seeing Bruce in the middle, and he converts that one and open-netted. Goal 2-1, made it 2-1. 61 minutes in, Arthur Bruce, this guy is certainly growing and nurturing his position right now. I mean, he is not the top prospect right now at the moment, but every time he plays, I think he has that little bit of spark in him. He might be the next Aguero, I don't know. Washington makes it 3-1. Another goal to prove why he should be staying in the club. Why I should be putting down that 9 million, because I actually did check how much he is worth right now in the market. He has actually cost 9.5 million. Right now with the budget of 3 million, I don't know how I can, somehow get the cash. So I'm sure that part of the prospect or that part of the perspective is gone. I'm not quite sure if I want to sign him in the future, if I'm being honest, if I have to pay that much money for him. In the end, we made a 4-1. Arthur Bruce with the second goal. And right now, this is pretty much the crucial point of the season. If somehow West Brom wins the next game, we're done for the season. But right now, we are playing against Preston North End. 64 points, and they're sitting 2 positions below us. And this is the part where we have to win the rest of the game. I mean, it doesn't do us any favor, to be honest. The fact that other teams are getting their own result. 9 minutes in, poor defending. I'm not sure how Riley Kurt just just caught sleeping at the back, allowing what I don't know how to pronounce that guy's name, but allowing that number 10 to score the first goal. 15 minutes in, I feel like our defense is being torn apart. Nobody can catch up this guy, and somehow, I mean, there's a bit of a problem with Seaman right there with his positioning. He was thinking about trying to save the ball or expecting the ball going outside instead of going inside. He wasn't doing any of that. 87 minutes in, we couldn't find any chances, and instead allowing Preston North End to score. This is the decider. This is the game where we feel like, you know what, this is the end. This is the perfect end for Season 2. I mean, we can't get any worse than that. Defensively, I mean, it was horrible. We lost 3-0, and then we're not getting promoted anyway. So it doesn't matter what the final game of the season is going to be. Apparently, Watford is still kind of hang on the edge right there. Even Preston North End might still be able to qualify it, unless West Brom lose their game as well. And who would have thought, honestly, if Preston North End do qualify for a promotion spot, I mean, it would be an incredible jumping from 11th earlier after beating us, sitting at 5th or sitting at 7th or 8th. Right now, Birmingham City at home to kind of say farewell to Season 2. Again, it's been quite a bit of a journey, to be honest. I mean, I don't quite enjoy every bit of it because, of course, we lost quite a bit of a game. And 6 minutes in, Birmingham City scoring the first goal. And by the way, Robertson, our Scottish central attacking midfielder, has handed himself his first starting spot ever. 67 minutes in, here comes Bruce. Good turn, good finish right there. And let's try to get a win. Let's try to get a win to sign up this great season. I mean, I wouldn't say it's successful, but certainly there's so much room for improvement. 76 minutes in, here comes Birmingham City. Just mayhem in the middle. Not quite sure where the ball landed. Somehow landed in front of one of the Birmingham City player, and they score. That's pretty much the story of the season, where defensive capability at times just kind of costs us in a lot of ways. So the final scoreline is 2-1, and this is the final table, sitting at 12. We won 20, drew 6, lost 20. Is this a good result? Is this what we expected? I mean, yeah, I think so, because nobody would have expected us to qualify for a promotional spot at least. I mean, even on the objective, we were told that, you know what, if we somehow avoid relegation, it's good enough. And at least, to be honest, we are sitting at the top half of the table, so I'm happy about that. And right now, we receive a news saying that youth player Tommy Bowman, it's unsettled with with his role in the academy, wanted to get called up. I have no problem with that right now. I mean, this is the end of the season at the moment. Check out that mullet by Ewing. I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name. But Tommy Bowen got a showing great potential tag. But he is a left midfielder and also potentially striker. But still, he's kind of falling way behind in the packing order. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with him in the future. But looking at the objective, the rating for the manager, certainly looking very positive. I mean, we pretty much did achieve the majority of the stuff. We did ended up in round of 16 in the FA Cup in the fourth relegation, signing a few crucial young players as well. That's part of the objective. We also did that perfectly. So we're still sustaining very well with that rating, 95 rated. I'm sure we're not going to get sacked anyway. But looking at the Youth Academy report for the final time of Season 2, again, I was signing a few players. Nothing too major about that. But checking out the other scoreline in different competition, Arsenal actually lost to Bournemouth away, and Newcastle United won through the penalty shootout in the Carabao Cup. And looking at Donnell, Doherty certainly looked like a player to be called up very soon. But again, he's a goalkeeper. I mean, how often or how rare would a goalkeeper injure himself? Very rare. So he might be a sellable asset. So I think in the end, AC Milan won the Champions League. Good for them. I'm sure they won it before. So looking at the final report of the season of the players, certainly a lot of players grew quite a bit in this season, at least 3 to 4 ratings. But I can certainly do see improvements in some of the players. Of course, Lewis Miley is one of the players who actually hit 71 in the squad. And certainly there are a few players kind of about to hit 70, but we still need to give them time to grow. And Washington, it looks like he might be heading back. I'm so sorry. I mean, if he costs $9 million or $10 million and we receive the same budget from last season, which is $11 million, then I certainly do not want to spend the whole funds on him. Certainly do not want to do that. So season 2 has come to an end. I just want to say thank you guys for watching. I mean, this might not be the most anticipated, might not be the most exciting episode or exciting series compared to the Arsenal series, but to the people, to the viewers who have been sticking out with this career mode or sticking with this channel for the past few weeks, just want to say thank you guys so much for doing that. It means a lot to me. So I'm just going to sign off right here. Season 3 will be out potentially tomorrow, if not on Tuesday. So stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in a bit.